Baby's just in a nappy on a Swedish cruise.
We've got 3 secrets from you we're going to be discussing this week. So, Emma, take it away with number 1.
Hi, Soph and Emma.
Hello.
I need advice.
Oh.
My best friend, who I've known all my life, became a mum just before Christmas. She's the first in our friendship group to have a baby, and I want to support her, but I don't know much about babies or motherhood, apart from what I've learned from you. Not much then. I live 2 hours away.
Oh, from us or from her friend?
From a friend.
I'll come round if you need me. I can't bring Dottie. She's a bad advertisement for a child, to be honest.
I think she means from her friend.
Right.
What advice do you have for someone who wants to support a first-time mum but lives long distance? Loads of love, Kat.
My advice would be don't change a thing. Just carry on being your normal self.
Yeah.
I know to you it may not seem the same, but from being a mum in the trenches of first baby, you crave the normality. You crave for everyone around you to just treat you exactly how they did before, because you get so lost in being mum. Like now, sometimes I'm just mum. I don't know who Sophiena is. Like after having Renly, it took me a long time to feel myself again. Like even now, I would say I don't really feel myself. It's been the longest one after each baby that I felt about getting back to myself. Like even now, I wouldn't really say I'm fully Sophiena. But yeah, from a friend perspective, definitely don't treat her any differently.
Yeah.
Obviously now you have the perks of baby cuddles when you get to go and see her, because they're delicious.
Yeah.
And you can hand them back.
When you do go and see her, hold the baby.
Hold the baby.
Make her a cup of tea.
Ask her about her.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
see how you can help out. But in terms of like, I feel like so much of your socializing is done on like WhatsApp chats and stuff like that now. And that, because a lot of my friends live really far away, because my core group I met at university and then now we're all over the country. So like not a lot of people have come and met Sadie in person, but the things they did from afar were really nice. So I was like still part of those WhatsApp chats that were like, continue to
normality.
Be normal, like just having normal chats, continuing to be funny, people just checking in with me and being like, send us cute baby pictures and being patient with me if like a few people would be like, oh, I can't come and see you in person, but can we have a video call or a phone call to catch up? Yeah. And some days I'm like, I can't face that today. I'm so tired. I had a crap night's sleep. Like be the kind of friend that doesn't mind that. Yes. People that were being accommodating was really helpful. Like if I'd be like, shit, I'm so sorry, I forgot to join that video call, or I forgot to get back to you, or I didn't text you for 5 days. And they're like, yeah, it's fine, don't worry. Like you've got your hands full. I think that really goes a long way.
It does go a really long way.
People
considering
appreciate that.
It takes 2 years for our hormones to go back to normal.
Yeah.
And I think it is hard. I do give a lot of credit to Kat, because it is hard when you aren't a mum and your friend has a baby. It's really hard to find that new balance. And plus as well, her friend may be still very much, all the hormones are still crazy. We are going to be for 2 years. I think I'm still crazy hormones after having children for 8 years.
Yeah.
Like I don't feel like I'm ever going to go back to.
No, you probably won't.
No, you probably won't. So I think it's very sweet that you are very aware of that you don't want to do the wrong thing, say the wrong thing, and you also want to be the best a friend that you can be to her. Yeah. But yeah, I would definitely stay as normal as possible. Keep things very as normal. And again, silly things like even the invitation to go out. Yeah. In my heart, I would say expect her not to go out, but
still include her.
Just the invitation sometimes to go out. Just checking in on her. Do everything as normal, and then just obviously throwing in a little bit of the excitement of the baby.
Yeah. In terms of practical help, if you're able, the best presents I received were food.
Yeah.
People that send, like you can send lovely stuff through the post these days.
Or even my mum used to just come in so I could take a shower.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if someone can't pop round, if they're not that close, sending food from afar is honestly the best presents we ever got.
Yeah, Deliveroo. You could Deliveroo
something.
Yeah, you could. I deliver stuff to my sister's house.
Do you?
All the time.
Yeah.
She's like, same code. She doesn't know what's coming.
Yeah.
Just send her a packet of biscuits and a carton of milk.
Honestly, it doesn't have to be like extravagant or expensive.
No.
Like the little things that you get. And with something,
go a long way.
Something turns up at your door when you've had a rough night or whatever, or you're pinned to the sofa feeding the baby, and it's like, someone's brought you biscuits. You're like, fuck yes. It makes your day.
It does make your day.
So that's a little tip for you.
That's incredibly caring of you as well to think as well to do the best. So thank you so much. I don't know if that is great advice or if we are any help, but there we go.
She said she's learned a lot from listening to the podcast.
I was going to say, I hope we are not teaching you anything because We're the worst role models.
God help those kids.
Okay, let's roll into number 2.
All right. Hi, ladies. I wanted to share one of my favourite mum secrets, which I still giggle about. In 2020, during lockdown, I was pregnant with my second child. My eldest, who was 5 at the time, asked how the baby would come out. I tried to keep it light and said the doctors would help, but he kept asking for details. I'd always been the parent who used proper terminology, so I honestly told him the baby would come out of my vagina. His response? He ran around the house shouting, "Babies come out of China!" So yes, in the middle of a global pandemic, my 5-year-old was loudly announcing that
My baby's coming out of China.
that his sibling was arriving from China.
Oh,
From Anonymous.
Oh, God bless.
Bad timing with the old pandemic.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
That's a
unfortunate.
Bad time. All I could thought then was Joseph being like, Sadie came out of your vagina?
Yeah, I know. Vagina, he says.
Vagina in a child? Shit. When a child says vagina or penis. I even find it funny when Colby says penis.
Yeah.
Because it's just so funny.
It's so funny. And Joseph says it with a B, because I
Don't
think
tell me
V
to
is quite a
grow-
hard word,
don't
a
tell
letter
me
to
to grow
say.
up.
So he says vagina.
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 Vagina. Do you want to see my vagina? I'll show you mine if you show me your vagina. I just think it's funny. I just find them such funny words when children say them. Even fuck is hilarious.
Oh yeah, the swears are so
and when it's
funny.
used in the right, honestly, it's up there with being the best thing in the world.
It is.
Truly. Makes
Yeah,
parenting.
It does.
Right, should we have our last secret?
All right, this one says, "Hi ladies, after hearing the story about the poo hitting that poor mum's chest."
Oh, God.
And what happened to Chris last week.
Yeah.
Listen back to last week's. The big baby clear out. I had to share my own poo nightmare. My mother-in-law took us on a fancy day cruise through the Finnish islands into Sweden.
Pardon?
Ooh. During the cruise, I noticed a small brown spot on my son's bottom. As I grabbed the changing bag, the spot began to spread. I picked him up and rushed to the nearest bathroom, but as I pulled off his clothes, his poo-covered leggings slipped out of my hand, hit the white-tiled wall and slid to the floor. I rummaged through the changing bag, only to realise I hadn't packed spare clothes. Oh, that's happened to me before. I called for his dad, who ran to the onboard shop while I tried to clean up the mess with wet wipes. Unfortunately, I forgot to lock the door and an older lady walked in, froze in disgust and quickly left. We spent the rest of the day dodging her. I'll never forget that chaotic moment or her horrified face. Lots of love, Eden and Storm in Plymouth.
Eden and Storm?
Fabulous names.
Fabulous names. Right, Eden, I need to know, did we get any clothing? We don't know.
Baby's just in a
Was there
nappy on a
anything-
Swedish cruise.
Just fully just trotting around with no trousers. I needed to know if there was anything in the store. Did you have to buy a men's trouser?
Yeah, what did you
Wrap
do?
a man's pair of boxers.
Boxes on.
A little muslin like a little mermaid.
Yeah.
How many times has that happened when you've gone out?
Oh, so many. Honestly, will I ever learn to put spare
No.
clothes in the bag? Because the problem is you use them and then you don't replenish
Place them. I went out the other day with no bag and I was like, this is not the poo window. Nothing's going to happen. Renly took a shit at ice skating. I sent Chris over to the shop, which was over a big main road. I was like, you're going to have to go over there, buy a bag of nappies, bag of wipes, change him while he's there and then come back.
Honestly, the other
He come
day-
back flustered as fuck. He's like, never do that again. I was like, gosh, is everything okay? He's like, no, there's shit everywhere.
Joseph ended up with a full bluey tracksuit the other day. He's not even into bluey yet, but he wet himself while we were out. We didn't have any clothes. Had to run into Tesco. Stefan grabbed the quickest thing that he could, full bluey tracksuit. So now we're really pushing the bluey agenda. We're like, we need to get into bluey because it's on the tracksuit. So
And we're making the most of this tracksuit. We
we're
spent
not
good
not
money
wearing
on
it. It was £18. So now we're really pushing bluey. It's like,
We
what's
spent
this?
good money on that. Oh, well, I hope you got to enjoy the cruise after that.
That sounds very
That's
fabulous,
a cruise
doesn't
you're never
it?
gonna- A one-day cruise. God, imagine all that in one day.
And it was fancy. So the people
Fancy.
on board wouldn't have been happy about a pair of pooey trousers on the wall,
about
would they?
the poo, wouldn't she?
But it's happened to the best of us.
I would have been like, do you need a hand? Not just... Disgusting.
Yeah.
Get off the cruise.